Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you what is click-through rate and how it can help you grow. Literally understanding what click-through rate is super important, and you need to know this in order to go viral, because then you can know if your thumbnail is bad, topic of video is bad, and maybe SEO. I did a little bit of research and I'm pretty sure that SEO could also depend on your click-through rate, because if you have random tags that don't relate to the video and a random title that doesn't relate to the video, your click-through rate is going to be a lot lower. Because if you get recommended on a video that's, for example, how to make slime, and your video is completely different from that, such as car crash compilation, your click-through rate is obviously going to be lower. So what click-through rate is? A percentage of viewers who were shown the video. So for example, you can see here that if I click on a random video, let's just go on here, and then you see here, once I start scrolling, I gave these videos an impression. Basically what that means is YouTube sends these videos out to get recommended on other videos, and this counts as an impression. When I look through them, I give these people an impression but not a view. So I'll show you guys more about that later. The more I don't click on other videos when I'm recommended them, the less views those people will get. Let's say I click on Tesla Model 3 review right here. After watching that one, their click rate just went up a little bit. Like it doesn't affect it from one person, it just does it from thousands of people, or even a little bit of people if your video has low views. That's basically how it works. So let's go ahead and go onto my YouTube analytics page, and to get to Studio Beta, all you have to do is click on the top right here. So let's go on my videos and I'll show you a video that went viral. So you can see here on the first day it got 14% click-through rate. And what that means is obviously 14% of people who got the impression from the video clicked on it. So you can see here impressions, I got 6.5 million. And views from impressions, I got 650,000. You can see here how my click-through rate was around 10%, and then it slowly went down as more and more people saw it and got recommended it. So for this type of video, 8.7% and how much views it got is pretty surprising because of such a low click-through rate, but I still got a lot of views, and that's because of the topic of the video. So the topic of the video is Fortnite and Little Brother, I think. So Fortnite is obviously a huge thing on YouTube right now, and the reason I got this many views is because of the topic. Like I said, it got a lot of impressions because there's a lot of videos I could have gotten recommended on, and I got a 10.1 average click-through rate. What the click-through rate, understanding that and how you can get views, is about the thumbnail thing that I said. If you haven't watched that, I recommend you go watching it. It's called Best Thumbnail Secret to Go Viral. You need to know your click-through rate. Always check your click-through rate and make sure that your click-through rate isn't just going down and down. So for example, for this video, I'm going to change my thumbnail and then I'm going to experiment it and see if the click-through rate goes up. Right now it's slowly going up. So if I change the thumbnail, I will get a higher click-through rate. So I'm changing the thumbnail every 4 days and seeing if the video gets more and more views. So that is what you should be doing. If you haven't seen that clip, go watch it. It's in the course. Let's go ahead and go to another video. So this video slowly got a lot of views. And by the way, retention also affects the views. So if your video got a high click-through rate but low retention, YouTube will stop promoting it because they know it's clickbait, because you have to have a good retention in order to get a lot of views. So around 40% is a good watch time to have on your video. But if you get more than that, it's obviously really good. And if you have lower than that, then you should start thinking of how you can make your videos more entertaining. Maybe tell viewers to watch till the end for something crazy and put something crazy at the end of the video. The first day I got a little lower click-through rate than the last video I showed, but it stayed around 8%. It slowly dipped to 5%. And I know that I failed on this thumbnail. I didn't make it how I wanted it to. I was just in a rush. And just know, guys, that you're not supposed to be in a rush when you make thumbnails. I should have made the background clear and not colorful because I wanted to go to a different audience. I wanted to go to a younger audience. That's why I put that there. But that was a mistake because my audience isn't really that young, I'm pretty sure, hopefully. But I lost the files for this thumbnail, and I'm probably going to change this thumbnail. It got like 6% click-through rate. It just stayed above that. Average view duration of 532 on a almost 12-minute video, so that's around 40% or a little bit more. So it gradually got views over time. Let's find a video that blew up because of the click-through rate, just so I can show you guys how this works. So last one to leave world's hottest room wins 5,500. This one's a little bit odd, but the first day got 16.2%, and then YouTube knew automatically to start recommending it because I got a decent watch time, My watch time was a lot higher on the first day. Let's go check it out right now. Almost 7 minutes. Obviously over time it gets less and less because people might have seen it already and they just watch it again. And YouTube recommends it to people that aren't really interested in it, but it gets you more views because obviously YouTube doesn't know where to recommend it. My click-through rate stayed over 10%. It kind of dipped over here. This was a very, very trendy topic when I did it, and there was a lot of competition in it, but I managed to pull through and get a really good click-through rate on this video. So you need to understand your click-through rate. Like I said, check on your videos all the time. Make sure that the click-through rate is good. And if it's not good, then start changing things, but do not change the title. Like I said, description and tags, do not change that. That is going to be it for this. I hope you learned about click-through rate and how important it really is. With click-through rate, it's mostly combined with retention. It's not just click-through rate by itself, because if you have a low retention but a high click-through rate, like I said, you will not get a lot of views. You have to have both of them be really good in order to actually get a lot of views. So that's your goal. Right now, when you're going to start uploading videos, make sure that your retention's good. Try to make your video have good retention by editing it maybe good. And then, like I said, putting watch till the end to see something crazy. Or just put the thumbnail of the video somewhere later in the video, maybe around the 60% area. So then people don't just skip to the end and see that part. Put it somewhere where viewers don't usually find it, just to get a higher retention on the video. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next clip.